Hey everybody, today is December 15th, and I have one of the weirdest stories that. Okay, from the Daily Mail. Outrage as woke scientists say Americans unvaccinated against COVID should pay higher car insurance premiums after a study indicated they crash more. It says that unvaxxed people getting 72% more likely to get in a crash. Canadian researchers are telling American insurers should set prices with vaccine status in mind. And the public criticized it on Twitter, of course, because it seems like a joke. Now, here's where it gets weird. I'm only going to read like 5 paragraphs out of this article because they're ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is kind of stupid and a joke, like it says down here. Scientists have sparked outrage after calling for Americans. Remember, this is Canadian scientists. Canadian scientists have sparked outrage after calling for Americans who are not vaccinated against the virus to pay higher car insurance premiums. They issued the call after a study found that people who had not received a shot were 70% more likely to be involved in a traffic accident in which at least one person was transported to the hospital. The Canadian researchers suggested that people who do not get a vaccine are reckless, but the findings garnered disbelief and ridicule on social media, with physicians painting results as stupid and a joke. Physicians are painting this as stupid and a joke. Okay, so here they made a chart to show statistics and stuff, and then there's a couple tweets of people calling it stupid. Now we get down to the important part. One user said, blah, 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 that's one of the tweets up above. The ultimate goal of these studies is to say, those people are the outgroup and deserve every bad thing that happens to them. We should make their lives worse on purpose. That's not what I took from it. What I took from it was, hey, if you want to save yourself from being in a car accident and get lower car insurance rates, maybe you should go get a shot. It's not my call on whether to say that or not. I'm just saying that's what it looks like. The new study by researchers from Sunnybrook Research Institute in Toronto looked at 6,682 traffic accidents in Ontario in the summer of 21. Remember, this is Canada. And they've got this chart up here that's cumulative risk per million individuals. And time, days, I don't care. This chart's ridiculous. It doesn't really say anything. So Canadian research scientists looked at a bunch of Canadian traffic accidents, and nearly a quarter of those involved in the accidents had not received a single shot. Researchers said it was equal to a 72% increased relative risk compared to those with vaccines. They got this backwards. Only 1 in 4 of these people, 1,700 of almost 7,000, had not gotten an accident or had not gotten a vaccine and were in an accident. They got their statistics and everything completely backwards. 3/4 of the people that have gotten in an accident got a shot. That's 75%. You're 70%, 72% in the next. They looked at the data and then flipped the numbers on us. I think. Am I wrong? Am I reading this wrong? They looked at 6,682 traffic accidents in Canada in the summer of 2021, and 1,700 of those had not gotten a vaccine. That's 1 in 4 accidents with a non-vaxxed person. And because of this, they're saying this data suggests that vaccine hesitancy is associated with significant increase in traffic crashes. The observed risk might also justify changes in driver insurance policies in the future, meaning charge the people who didn't get shots, punish them. The principal investigator said, our study demonstrated traffic risks were 70% more frequent for adults who had not been vaccinated compared to those who had. Let me go back up here again. Only a quarter of those accidents involved somebody who had not gotten a shot. They got the numbers backwards. This doesn't mean that vax directly prevents traffic crashes. Instead, it suggests that adults who do follow public health advice may also neglect rules of the road. But if we read this like it's written, and only a quarter of the people that get in accidents have not had a vaccine, then that makes it sound like the people that do get the vaccine are much more likely to ignore the rules of the road because they feel like they are safe and protected, according to this Canadian study. And you can't really hold it against them for getting the numbers wrong because they are Canadian. I just thought this was ridiculous. I'm making this one a really short one. Way to go, Canada. I'm done.